We have showered together.
We have showered together, it's true.
There you go, there's an exclusive.
We've showered together. It's one where Simon's being off against the wall.
Right.
And Jay says the line.
Favourite bit, that.
I saw that one. You don't get shows like that anymore, do you?
Jay says...
What was that? It was the one where Simon was getting off against the wall.
Yeah.
Maybe one day Spielberg... Like, that's the joke. Spielberg's on the phone.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. He was on the phone. Spielberg's on the phone. He's going, we want you boys to try... We're considering having you in our film. And we go, right, let's get a bit pissed before we do this.
There was a rumour that came around recently about the squad getting back together. What is the sitch with that?
Here's a non-PR answer for you, right? Here's me just talking to you just from the heart.
No, as we speak, Hannah is buying me some new shoes. And she's like, I know she'll make a better choice.
What shoes? Just be like...
Just get some...
Yeah, I'm going to get... They're just going to be... Are they going to be neutral shoes?
What does neutral shoes mean?
Well, no, but Hannah will make a good choice. Like, she will... it's better that she's doing... I suppose what I'm saying, with these days, neutral shoes feels to me like white trainers, right? That feels like they're everywhere, right?
New Balance, orthopedic.
New Balance, I'm sure... Orthopedic. Oh, wow, okay, so really neutral. Like neutral in terms of, like, balanced. Like, sort of like equilibrium. Yeah.
Right,
genuinely balanced.
Yeah, I'll do a mic test. Hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello, it's Joe.
You made yours, but yours is a bit fancier.
Hello.
Are we all good? Yes, Dan?
Hello.
Right, well, we're actually just going to keep the mic test in the podcast episode because we were really diving into your incredible... Would you mind just getting those shoes up on camera?
Oh, yeah. There they
These are the bad boys that we're referencing.
These are the best shoes I own.
You just said it'll be fine because they'll be hid behind the table.
I didn't
And we kicked off with, can you get your shoes?
What have these got holes in the soles?
Go on, get your shoes
These are actually okay. Look, I don't really wear these as much, so that's why they're still in relatively good nick.
The bottom of those shoes.
Something else.
He said that last time he went
all right.
shoes and he went, these are new. You could see there was like
there was a hole. Yeah, there was a hole in it. Yeah, it's true that there was a hole in it.
Tap dancing on your way to work.
Charlie Chaplin's shoes.
They were Charlie. Yeah, they were. I know. But I think these... What? Is that worn down or is that all right?
They fit you as well.
Yeah, they fit, yeah. What, do they look too big?
Yes.
You know when a tyre loses its tread? That's what we've got going on.
As well.
They are boots. Don't get it out.
They've got character though.
They're fine. I haven't really got... Look.
The problem is we're really close to like Flippers.
Flippers from
which was we tried to make that
that was an attempted catchphrase from the Inbetweeners. Flippers. What? Flippers.
No one knows.
No one even knows it. It's like it's not hasn't been cut or anything. It's in the show, but it just made absolutely no impact. So
the problem is it's in the same episode as Bus Wankers.
It is, yeah. So they were like Flippers is the one.
Yeah.
And like Bus Wankers, that'll be like the second string. And actually, Bus Wankers was the main one, and Flippers is nowhere to be seen. Is it? Yeah.
Damn, it might be time just to wheel that one back then.
Yeah. No, it maybe we should try. Now's the time.
What does it like mean?
Well, it's basically that Will is wearing these shoes that are really, really long. And
smart shoes.
They're smart shoes to go clubbing.
That was what you did back in the day, though.
Yeah, I know. You
did that.
Yeah, you did. You had
you couldn't get in without shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the shirt, like
nowadays, I see kids lined up outside a club and stuff. They look like they're ready for PE or something.
Yeah.
No, it's true. Come on, that would be me.
Yeah, but no, in the old, you had to wear. I mean, it was just basically my school uniform was what I wore. It was basically my school trousers. School shoes.
Are they from back then?
No, they're not. No, God,
He's got some artifacts.
They look like
they're from the set.
No, they look like they are, but they're not. But
I bet they were expensive as well. I bet you paid a fortune for those.
I think they are. Well, I think they're Paul Smith.
Oh,
so they probably are quite expensive. But
feel free to drop the RRP on them.
They were probably about. I don't know what would they have been. Was 350 something like that?
Yeah,
that's quite expensive.
Are they worth it? Money well spent?
Yeah. No,
seems to be going well. When they're going down an absolute storm. So I mean,
they've got their own podcast segment. Oh yeah, 10 minutes ago.
They have. I mean, look, I've also realised they're actually covered with a slightly thin layer of dust, which is basically I can't. The house I live in is at the moment just covered in dust because I deplastered. Is that a word? Deplastered? I deplastered it all myself, and I didn't cover up any
of the podcast in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. How's the house going?
It's going okay. Yeah, it's going all right. I did a bit. There was a bit where we had we had Hannah's cousin came round and did some of the electrics, and I don't know what he did, but just nothing turned. By the way, I should say he did a really good job. But he turned off everything.
Nothing turns on, he did a good job.
He turned off everything at the mains, and then just wouldn't go on again. So there was a bit over the summer where I was taking off all the old plaster in the house. So if you've ever done that, it's incredibly messy. It's horrible, and I just would work until sunset because when the sun went down, the house became dark, and I couldn't turn anything on. And I remember I'd be scrabbling around on the floor of my house in pitch dark trying to put stuff into bin bags in the darkness, in the dust. And I remember thinking this is what it was like after Vesuvius.
What?
No, like but you know like Pompeii when there was that famous volcano. I was on it in my head. I was like, I'm in Pompeii. I was like, I feel like I'm in Pompeii because I'm in the dust and in the complete darkness. And I remember being on my knees, kind of thinking, "You're right." I was just thinking like, what? I just kind of thinking like, what? In a way, what the fuck am I doing?
All right, in a bizarre way, this is why I wanted to do a podcast with him.
Yeah.
He's the weirdest bloke I know.
Do you speak on your podcast?
Sometimes I get told off in the comments. I get told off for interrupting.
Well, I
Joe
get told
all
off
the time.
too.
Yeah.
Right, and I know if I don't interrupt him, he'll start talking about Vesuvius.
Yeah, right.
Things like that, right?
No, but you
Carry on, sure.
Yeah, no, well, no. I have to be. I was going to agree with you. I do have to be. I do have to interrupt you because I will talk
You'll keep
forever.
going.
I'll keep going forever.
You'll keep going.
It's a good thing.
Well,
I don't know whether it's good. I think it's a kind of. It's. I think by talking. Actually,
It's a tough edit. Our podcast is
Yeah.
really, really
so
tough.
it's
edit.
called Fact Up.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
right. Yeah.
And
Go and listen to
I
it.
can only imagine
Yeah,
the combos that you boys
I mean,
have on this pod.
Check it out. What's it about? It's about nothing.
No, the whole
No, it's about
premise of
facts.
it.
It's about facts.
Yeah, is that you have a fact.
We do have facts. Yeah.
Sort of, yeah. I mean, I love the internet. The internet's great, right? We can all agree with that, sure. But there's so much misinformation on the internet. We're all aware of that as well.
Yeah.
But I just
But you
have
get
this
political on this pod.
No,
No, it's not. No, it's
No,
not.
I'm talking about like
Thursday, mate.
No, it's more like sort of is Guinness the highest calorie
exactly.
beer,
It's
like
nonsense
or
like
the
that.
lowest calorie beer?
if I see something on the internet that's just a bloke like me that's saying it, if I think it's interesting, I'll go, well, that's definitely true.
Yeah.
Without no sort of verification, no.
But
Yeah,
up
if-
on it.
But
Yeah.
life is almost better like that.
Yeah, well, I
Like,
mean,
it's peaceful.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I can't lie. The podcast must be a fucking riot.
I love it. I love
3
doing it.
hours long and about an hour of it makes a cut, maybe.
Yeah,
That's about right,
Well,
isn't
if you're lucky, we do. I really enjoy doing it with you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when we did the first one,
Yeah.
I was laughing so much. You were making me
Yeah.
laugh so much, and I was like, "Fucking hell, we've struck gold. This is going to be brilliant. This is going to be the biggest podcast that anyone's ever done." And then Kate will back me up. That's my manager there. I listened to the first episode. I went, "That's really boring." I was like, "What happened?" I felt like we were having so much fun when we were doing it.
I think we probably, we're trying to improve, aren't we?
We're
I tell you
getting
what, we are, I can honestly say
Need you to get some new trainers, and we'll be flying.
yeah, we're, well, what is it they used to say with like continuity on TV sets where they were like, well, look,
I don't know.
that's what I say. What they used to say. I can't remember. I believe that when you work in television, what they used to say is, if you look like, say like, I drink some of that tea and then I put it back down and they want to do another take and I'm like, I would always go, I'm really worried because the level in the tea is different and it won't match. And they would go, if they're looking at the tea, you're doing something wrong. You're not. So I would have said if they're looking at my trainers, we're doing something wrong.
all they were doing was looking at
and all that's all they were doing. So yeah.
Something went horribly wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, it's well anyway, it's
Go check it out.
Well, no. One
said, look,
question I genuinely do have is: so how many episodes are you in?
we've recorded about what?
I think we've recorded 8.
Yeah, I think we've
What's the
recorded.
best fact that you've brought into one of these apps?
I had a good fact
Because I want you to bless this podcast
We're
with
supposed
knowledge.
to sort of wrap up at the end of each episode on what we've learned.
Oh yeah.
And I can't remember
Anything.
You've
learned
like
nothing.
15 minutes after we've spoken about the fact of what we just spoke
the best
about.
the best fact that I liked was about the world's most expensive bar of soap. Do you remember that? That was quite a good one. Doesn't
what
remember
was
it.
it?
Doesn't remember it.
No,
Just doesn't-
I
like,
remember you saying
The world's most expensive bar of soap was
made
made
from
out of
something.
body fat extracted
from Hitler or
from former Italian leader Silvio Berlusconi.
That's the one. Yeah.
Close,
Not Hitler.
close,
Not Hitler.
Not Hitler.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. And I suppose we're not that we're not equating Berlusconi with Hitler, I suppose. Don't know how that's necessary.
We just kind of.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
But we didn't mean it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Sound.
Yeah. But so that was a good one. It was taken out of some sort of cosmetic surgery clinic.
Yeah, because he loved it, didn't he? Like facelifts and stuff.
Yeah, so he had liposuction, and somebody smuggled the fat out, and it was made into a bar of soap.
It's like the more extreme version of selling your bathwater.
Yeah, exactly. Yes,
Yeah?
yes.
How much was the bar soap?
It was, well, the thing is, they marketed it for $40,000.
Yeah.
But no one bought it for $40,000. So it's like,
not
well, is
worth
it the most?
$40,000?
So I mean, I could put my trainers on for $40,000 and say these are the most expensive pair of trainers.
That's what they're worth to me.
In a way,
think
until
we
you've
keep
got a
mentioning
buyer, it's not necessarily. And then they broke it up into 4 pieces, and I believe they're available for $10,000 each.
And
so
still no one's bought it.
I think still no one's bought it. So in a way, it's not the most expensive, but
You guys should buy that for your set.
we should maybe buy it. Yeah.
I feel like it might be. That might be on the cards.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try and get hold of that. But yeah, so that was a nice fact. I think that's quite.
Maybe they'll lend it to us. Do you reckon they'd lend us
Rent a bar or
lend us
Yeah.
the bar of soap, and someone will turn up in like gloves and things like that
Yeah, and then
Give it back,
we'll
you'll actually
we'll shower with it once and then return it, and then
Yeah.
it'll be
together.
we'll shower together when we go.
So
We have showered together.
We have showered together. It's true. That is
Yeah.
There
actually
you go.
true.
There's
Yeah.
an exclusive.
Is it-
Yeah,
Wait,
we'll shower
wait.
together. Yeah. I don't know.
is-
Big deal.
is that
It's no big deal. It's like
we were in
fun.
Malta. We were in Malta.
It was quite good because there was a big, there was like a row of showers, like
You had the choice not to, and you still
like
did.
sharing
yeah, they
a
were like-
urinal.
It's my
Yeah.
fault. We had to have we were making the Inbetweeners. We had to have a shower, and it was a public bath sort of thing, wasn't it? It was
Yeah.
closed down because we were there. So there was about 30 showers.
Yeah,
And I just jumped in with Joe.
it's all right.
I just thought that'd be
nice.
funny.
Big deal. It was.
Chip's never done
It's
that
fun.
with
I
me for some
don't.
reason.
Yeah. Why? You got to try it. Like it's really fun. It's not.
Did you clean each other, or were
Did
you
we
just
clean it? No, I think we were just kind of sharing the space, chatting.
Yeah.
Just
You've made it sound so formal.
Yeah,
Very
yeah. It was a
fun.
business
Yeah,
meeting.
mate.
Yeah, it was.
This
just
sounds
kind
like
of-
the least gay 2-man shower of all time.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just 2 guys, talking. Just happened to be
Two
naked.
guys naked in the shower together.
What's the big deal?
Yeah,
What's the big
it's
deal?
It's like when we went
We've established that clothes are a problem for me anyway, so
There's-
it's better if I just don't have any on.
I've got a
Yeah.
question. See, when you're naked
Yeah.
in movies, like you mentioned, you
Yeah.
have pants here.
Yeah.
Like, is it just like a skin-colored underwear? Like, how do they?
No,
Phil,
well,
how does
interesting.
it
So
work?
there's a story about this where when we did the Inbetweeners episode where we went to Swanage, I was obviously naked, always naked, and there's a bit where they wanted to film me from behind.
I needed a bare bum.
They needed a bare bum, and obviously you can't wear pants. So it's not that they need to see your stuff from the front. It's just that you can't wear pants because it'd be obvious that you have something on when you film with the back. So what they do is they put everything into a sock. Yeah, here we
Wait,
are.
as in,
God, he's pulled it.
so
Yeah.
all your
Sock.
shit. So,
Not like a sort of, not like a TV. They call it the sock, but it's where you
Yeah.
put your penis and testicles
Yeah.
in. No, it's just.
It's just a sock.
Was it your sock?
I was just, it was just literally like nipped down to
no, it was
costume.
Ian's sock actually.
Yeah, it was Ian's sock. Yeah, yeah. No, so no, it's not. This, yeah, it is literally a sock, like
yeah.
from
Yeah.
like
You are just
Debenhams or
literally-
something, and like.
But that's the shot that we stayed on for when you stood up. Is a wide shot front of Joe because they decided that Joe's cock in a sock was so funny
Yeah,
that was funnier than him being naked.
yeah, yeah.
In that shot, obviously, it's like what you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
You're looking at the cup of tea. You're not looking at what's going on.
Yeah.
In that shot, I'm just laughing. Like I'm not moving at all whatsoever. He's standing up and I see this sock and I'm just laughing. And because everyone's looking at the sock, no one ever noticed me. Like, and I'm
giggling away.
just laughing my head off.
Yeah.
There's got to be loads of moments like that, though.
Do you remember the one in the toilet? Remember the disco that we go to? Do you remember
that
that?
when he-
it's the one where Simon's being wanked off against the wall,
Right.
And Jay says the line.
Favorite bit that.
I saw that one.
I like
show.
Jay,
You don't get shows like that anymore, do you?
Jay says.
What was that? It was the one where Simon was getting wanked off against the wall.
Yeah, and then that narrows it down to like some of the episodes, and then you go, yeah, which one of the ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jay says the line, "Thanks to me, we are now watching Simon get wanked off," which I do think is a good line, and
like
speaks to the dearth of their sexual experience. Like, he's like, "This counts as something."
That's Joe getting wanked off.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Is there a line when we were at the caravan club? Did I dream this, or is this an actual line?
This is
it's my favourite line. Where I give you a condom and I go, fill this up for me. Was that in the show, or did
It's in the show.
Yeah,
that's in the show. It's so like, oh yeah, oh sexy. Yeah.
I've got a question. When you have lines like that, how much of it, or is any of it like improv versus a script?
We sort of wanted it to. We'd love to say that we improvise stuff,
No,
but
so little of it was improvised.
Really? So the script, you must be reading the script going, right.
Yeah, it's probably the only script that I've read that was funny to read.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like the words were just funny.
And you don't have much input on the script. You'll never go, oh, you know what? This is a good little line.
We would
do this?
before every series and before the films and stuff. Before Ian and Damon would go off and start writing, we would just have an afternoon together.
Yeah.
Talking about what the weird stuff that we got up to at school. And I remember a couple of little things that I said managed to get in.
Yeah.
Like, I got so good at Championship Manager that they offered me a role in the England set.
Yeah, that's good.
And they were like, I like the fact that they offered him a role.
A role, yeah.
There was one idea that I really...
Like helping the players when they're playing Championship Manager. I'm the coach.
There was one idea that I really wanted to get in the show, but we never did. Like when I was at school, I had a mate that there was a boy in my class that one day really got into rollerblading.
Nah, and might have been me.
And he'd be like, I'm well into blading. I'm so into blading. What are you talking about, mate?
People still do this.
And I was like, I think it'd be really funny if Will got into rollerblading.
That is good. That's really good. We should put that in.
I wish we'd have done that.
Worst stuff was in. Much worse ideas than that. I had one where at my school, some boys saw a teacher at the weekend shopping in a shop called Conway Pine. And then on Monday, they saw him walking away from down the corridor and they went, Conway Pine. And he gave them a week of after school detentions. And we were like, what? Well, what? What's happened? What? They've broken some taboo? Sorry, what actually has happened there? Like, nothing's happened?
No.
Unbelievable. It was like, yeah. It was like that thing where somebody got sent off recently for going to a referee, like, and the referee says, you do not do that. And it was like, what? That's mental. If you're enforcing that, like, that's genuinely insane. Like, anyway.
Were there bits that you'd come up with and then they would go, cut, like that's too far. He's taking it too far.
I don't.
We have that on the pod usually every 20 minutes.
I think
it was all stuff when the cameras weren't rolling.
Right.
Yeah.
That helps.
Where we were just constantly...
More Ian Morris.
What? And they'd be like, stop mucking about.
Yeah. Just constantly.
How old were you boys when you started filming it?
I was 19.
Yeah, you were actually almost the correct age. You were the only one who was like, actually...
right.
Yeah, because it's always the way, isn't it? It's always adults.
No, I know, it's weird. Like, it used to confuse me when I'd watch...
Grease.
Honestly, I'd watched American like high school dramas growing up, and like what, as far as I could tell, was a 30-year-old woman would walk into the room, and somebody who was her dad would go, "Where the hell have you been?" And I'd be like, "What do you mean?" Like, he'd be like, "Have you been drinking?" I'd be like, "What do you mean?"
But you said that when you did go to Australia for a year, didn't you?
Yeah,
and you were teaching, weren't you?
That's right. Yeah, no, I
remember you telling me that you went to Australia and like there'd be like 15-year-old boys with beards and they're like 7 foot like honestly, they all look like that. They all look like athletes.
I did a gap year in Australia and I worked in. It was really funny because I went to a boys' grammar school in Essex, and then my gap year was to work in a boys' grammar school in Perth in Australia, which is like a very kind of European city. And basically, I was like, I've gone to the other side of the world to basically stay the same. I'm in exactly the same institution, apart from now I'm supposed to be a teacher, and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And all that would happen is occasionally the Aussie members of staff would go to me, "Are you a student?"
Yeah,
because I looked about the same age as like.
You kept telling me they kept telling you to get to class and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I looked about. It wasn't just that I didn't look old enough to be a teacher. I didn't even look old enough to be a sixth former. I looked like I was
Year 7.
kind of, maybe middle school. Yeah, but yeah, it was,
you knew you year 7, you knew year 7.
Yeah,
No, actually, I'm.
but it was that was weird. Yeah,
They all play Aussie rules, didn't they? And
they're
built
so
differently in
built.
Australia.
They all they all rode there.
I feel like Australians and actually Americans have this as well. They just grow up quicker.
Yeah.
What road? What?
Row. They rode.
Row. I thought you said road.
Road. No. They rode. Yeah. No, they were
They
all
were
like.
blading, man.
they're all just walking around wearing North Face jackets.
Yeah, but like rowing is just like really. You've got to fucking love it. You have to get up really early and like
You're literally just.
Yeah.
I've never
Paddling a
met a
boat
sound
back and
person that rows.
Yeah, I think it's a
And
bit.
not to put you on, you don't have to reply to that. I wanted to get that out there.
Anyone that rows.
I was about to say,
I'm from a completely different. No one rowed. No, none of my mates row.
Yeah.
That wasn't an option.
Yeah. Well, you need an access. You need a river to begin with.
Well, I mean,
that's
there was
a
too many
start.
needles and Johnnies in the river.
Yeah.
What if we all start?
Whereabouts are you from?
Dagenham.
Oh yeah, fine.
Where is that?
Dagenham.
East, isn't it?
I just know about
Yeah.
Dagenham and Redbridge.
Suburbs. It's suburbs of East London.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say East London. London's grown.
Yeah.
I hear
there's
on the
a-
news now, it's like Romford. Oh, and this happened in Romford, East London. Okay, it's not East London.
There's a point, yeah. I think that you can still see. When you drive into Essex, there's a bit where like there's a kind of crossover point, but I'm never quite sure exactly where it is.
Speaking of East London, our good friend and third host, AB, has actually just moved into the flat.
He has.
Which leads us very nicely into today's sponsor, Gelato, because we've got him a new gift for that flat in London. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let me.
You ready to see what we got?
Show me.
Boom! Get a look at this.
Wow, I look great. You look.
We look great
you
as a
look-
trio.
You look like something, that's for sure.
Anyways, look, guys, if you wanted to produce something like this at scale, you can actually do that with Gelato because they do it print on demand. Now, I'm not going to lie, something like this, 10, 20,000 copies would get sold of this?
Oh yeah, 100%.
100,000 maybe.
Breaking the net, as AB would say. Why have we got no shoes on?
Yeah, and have you seen the state of my socks? There's a hole in one of my. Anyways,
Yeah,
look, let's not get
Could
into
you
it.
imagine you go out with the boys, group chat picture, you get this printed off.
Best present ever.
Yeah. Turn your creative ideas into a real business with zero upfront costs, no inventory needed, and it's free to sign up.
I'll be honest with you, London's pretty expensive right now, and I reckon I reckon AB is going to need a side hustle of some sort. So I would imagine that's a pretty good place for him to start. Is maybe he could start selling these prints. Are we going to let him do that?
I mean, happily.
He's got to pay the rent somehow.
Yeah.
Now, this is why it works. Gelato prints and ships locally in 32 countries. So, what that means is customers get their orders faster while cutting carbon emissions by 90%.
Join thousands generating sustainable income with Gelato. Seamlessly integrates with Shopify, Etsy, and TikTok Shop in one click. Start selling today.
What you want to do is tap the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to sign up for free today, plus 50% off of your first order within 2 days of signing up.
It's brilliant.
There's a video somewhere of all 4 of us boys taking a piss in the outback.
Oh God!
Right, it's
That
a really
was-
funny
oh,
video
no.
because it's the outback and there's no one there.
Oh God! I remember
There's nothing
this.
there at all. There's no people there, and we were travelling for ages, and we all needed a piss, so we all got out at the same time. And instead of walking off in different,
Oh no!
Just
we all stood in a line and had a piss next to each other. And it's Ian
what-
Morris that's got this
Oh,
video,
no.
and it's just like an expanse of nothing, and then it just pans around to us.
So simple.
But also,
From
wasn't
behind,
there a
just-
bit where like we were doing it, and so we were driving through the outback to our location, as I believe I recall they're called.
That's it.
was this for the movie?
And in the movie, so it's a big long drive. So we're basically on a road that has no other cars on it for like hours and hours and hours. And basically we are driving and we stopped and we were like filming each other or something. It was weird. We were doing something weird.
We were just,
And we were and
just making each other laugh.
we were making each other laugh. And basically another car started coming along.
Yeah, it's the first car. Like we were the first car to go on that road for about 5 years.
Oh, God.
And then another car came
Just out of nowhere.
straight after.
And another car came along, and we were all like weeing and like being weird, and we could see the people in the car go, and it was the Australian crew
Yeah.
for our shoot.
Yeah.
But that was the first time they saw us.
Yeah, they didn't know us.
yeah,
They just knew that we like to piss next to each
it was really that was the first impression we made on them.
Is it one of those where you're like holding on to the other person?
I don't know what I don't know what it I don't know what it was. But
What,
there
you've
was-
never done that?
Hold on to another person.
What, after a few drinks?
Well, you've never done that.
Come on. These
Come
lot
on.
showered
You gotta
together.
give-
We've
you
got to
gotta
come
live.
up with our own lie
live,
here,
mate.
bro.
We have.
We've got to just lie and say that we've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll hold his.
Yeah. I mean,
Don't mind.
yeah, we I think isn't there a video like we've
Ian Morris has got a video.
he's got a video, and there's a bit in the video where you can see Ian drop the phone in panic, and
Yeah, because someone turns up.
Who the hell is Ian?
He's the
he wrote.
co-creator of
He's one of the writers of the Inbetweeners.
Hey, I was going to say.
And
You've got to put this video on your podcast one day. It's like a 100th ep special.
oh god, I don't even know.
Or is it too
I don't-
indecent?
Ian
No,
Morris
I
has
think
still
it's
got it.
fine. I think it's fine. I think yeah.
You don't see anything.
You don't see anything.
I think it's a funny video.
It's fine. It's fine. You know, we were just
get a hold of the foot.
basically they were squares. And we were blowing their mind.
We were
Essentially,
we
it was
were
like the
freaking
beginning
them
of
out.
jazz or something. It was brilliant.
It was the Inbetweeners was really homoerotic though.
It was so homoerotic.
Was filming it like quite a... Did you have a lot of fun filming it, or was it a drag?
It was
fun.
we did have too much fun. Or there was a mixture of really fun and then occasionally like really quite. We were quite emotional, weren't we? Like we were quite. Don't you think? I feel like there was a lot more.
They've come.
Yeah,
Right,
they
that's-
found,
yeah,
they
okay.
found out about the
Right.
video.
Well,
He's
mentioned the video.
See you guys in 10 years. We're but no, it was kind of. I would say it was a mixture of incredibly fun and like. A lot of it was just mucking around.
I remember when we were making the first film, there was one week where I was like, this is so funny.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
people are going to absolutely love this. And then the sort of final bit of the chunk
Yeah.
of the film is on that party boat, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
And I think we spent like a week
Yeah.
on this party boat.
Oh, that boat, honestly.
And it was
so
awful.
it was
and it was
so
during the
unpleasant.
winter. It was.
That's the thing. We filmed the first film. We filmed it in the winter,
During
so
the
it's
winter.
basically it's Mallorca, so it's not like it's Europe, so it's just the winter. So it was really cold. We were in the sea all the time, and the sea was quite rough. And the stuff on the boat, bloody hell, we had these like supporting artists. So like they extras as they were previously called, and they were all people who.
Can you not say the word extras anymore?
No, I think it's
I
like.
genuinely think it's derogatory. Like I think.
Yeah, I think it is genuinely considered like.
They don't like to be called extras.
Yeah. But the trouble is whenever you say supporting artists, you have to say extras because everyone's like, what?
supporting
Like,
artist?
Yeah.
so it's just, it is a bit like, so you have to say it anyway. I don't know. I've never.
I didn't know they were. They
I didn't even-
calling them supporting artists because they don't say supporting artists on sets. They say, "Can we get the essays in here?"
Oh, the essays, yeah.
And I kept,
That could stand for a lot.
No.
I kept.
Yeah.
And they kept saying
Definitely can't do that on set.
essays, like
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the essays.
sort of Californian Mexican,
Yeah.
sort of. And I was, I remember like for a
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
sort of
right.
few
Oh,
weeks
freaking
into
hell.
that, I was
Someone
like,
wanted to
No, I thought you meant. I thought you meant the. I thought you meant the essays, as in like the written work. Like the get the essays in.
Look, this stuff has caused a lot of confusion. Anyways,
yeah.
the supporting...
Anyway, so they were all
Human.
people who had given up their holidays to be on our film. They worked for Club 18 to 30, didn't they? Is that right? I think they did. And basically they'd used their own holiday to be performers in the Inbetweeners film, and I just think they had the worst time ever. Like because the boat was just so horrible. They were all just like below decks being sick. It was like if you went down below deck in that boat, it was a load of people just like huddled in blankets, like sort of supporting each other and kind of being
Quite literally supporting.
yeah, so we're literally supporting each other, and there were two toilets, just like as in like two cubicles,
Yeah.
permanently full of people being sick.
And they're not allowed. They're not allowed to drink or actually have a good time.
No, they can't have a good time. No, it's unbelievably boring.
absolutely awful.
Like,
but
yeah.
to them, it was like it was. I don't know where this was advertised,
Yeah,
but the word got out. It was like, if you can get here, you'll be in the film.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, that's
yeah,
pretty
So
big
people
for them.
did. People went out of their way,
yeah.
got flights and things like that.
Yeah.
to
Oh
be in the
my
Inbetweeners
God.
film.
Just
Alright.
sit
To
on
spend a
this.
week on a boat,
I
like,
can't, yeah,
feeling awful.
yeah. They used to. They had.
But
They
when
found
we,
it.
when we were doing that, I was like, I went from this is the greatest film that anyone's ever made to being like, this is a mess.
Yeah.
What have I done? Like, this is...
Yeah. It was, I mean, they were struggling to get footage of the boat where like the horizon wasn't kind of going because it was so choppy.
Yeah.
And like there's the whole way through they're trying to kind of
I'm just watching a bit of it there. You got it on your screen.
Oh, right.
It is so heavily colour
Is this the
graded.
one where you
it's so
jump off
colour-graded.
the boat?
What, because it was winter, and so they just needed some sort of summer vibe.
Yeah, that's
look
me.
At that. Look how
that.
like everything's glowing.
Yeah, it
Like,
wasn't-
It did not look like that.
No,
before
it was just
whatsoever.
like unbelievably
Yeah, it does
freezing.
look like a nice day.
Yeah, it wasn't. No, it wasn't at all. I mean, it was that. Yeah, that
How
dive
cold was that?
freezing. It was so cold.
You doing that dive?
Yeah,
I did
you
it.
do
Yeah,
the
that's
dive?
actually me. Yeah, I like trained and everything.
Yeah.
It was.
That's actually you there.
You know
That's
what?
me. Yeah,
Well,
that's
that's
actually me.
impressive,
Yeah.
man.
Solid
Yeah,
dive.
it's not. Well, it's like. I mean, the thing is that isn't really a real. Like that isn't how somebody
Who trained you? Who was it?
I think
Was
he
it
was
Statham's
Chris.
trainer or something?
I think he was called Chris Snowd, and I just knew that he was an Olympic level trainer.
Didn't,
Bit overkill for that.
It was
I
such
thought.
overkill, and he was like,
didn't he train Jason Statham?
I think he might. Yeah, I think he might have
You know
done.
what?
No, that's-
Similar level.
Yeah, similar
Yeah.
level. I think I'm actually quite good shape there. I mean, I'd love to look like that now. Look at those. I've got.
Oh yeah! Oh fucking hell! Yeah,
Unbelievable! Look at that,
Nick. There.
I'll tell you what. That's just like the young body. Like that's me doing no exercise. I'd kill for that
But
now.
you actually, you look almost too good for that role.
I know. Yeah. Well, I know.
You're
I know.
meant to be
That's
like this nerdy
That was
guy.
the problem with
I
Simon
know.
Bird.
Yeah.
'Cause we put we put him in a vest to make him look like an idiot in one of the episodes.
And he just looks quite.
And looks quite trim.
Just looks, yeah.
It's like, oh, you know what? Actually, you're ruining it.
Yeah,
a bit,
I
mate.
know. It's just honestly, the young body basically you treat it like shit and it insists on looking good. And then
Now.
now it's like I treat my body really well and it's like
What
no.
age? What age do you think the tide turns?
For me, it was later than I think it was more like 30, maybe mid to late 30s for me. I got a bit longer, but then when it turned, it just fucking went.
It doesn't wait for anyone.
No, it doesn't. It's just like, but I remember I did another film called The Festival where I was just constantly naked. Like for the whole of the last 2 weeks, my costume rail was just this pair of pink pants, and I'd go in, I'd be like, oh, the fucking pants. And I was just running around this festival the whole time in these pants, and that was the best shape I've ever
That
been
was
in.
Ian Morris as
It
well.
was Ian Morris as well.
There's convenient.
Ian Morris's entire career is
going on
basically,
here.
Ian Morris has basically just got a map of my body and he's like, seen that, want to see that, haven't seen the testicle, I'll write something so that we can see the testicle. And
Like the back of his hand, you know.
yeah, he's like, I feel like his entire oeuvre is basically just one
Ian,
long attempt to see my
time's up.
naked body.
Time's up, mate.
I noticed that you were one of the top people on Cameo.
Think the top, mate.
Oh,
The
right.
top.
Okay, fuck it.
Yeah. Go on. Nah, but
Jesus
I've
Christ.
read that and I want to do Cameo now.
Do it.
How much of your time is actually spent doing it? Because
Very
I can
little.
only imagine that people must just ask for the same thing over and over,
Yeah.
but you just wheel it out. And I guess
It's someone's birthday. I wish them happy birthday. And I cram in the Inbetweeners greatest hits, call them a bus wanker, invite
Yeah.
down the caravan club, mention clunge,
yeah,
and putting the balls in.
I mean, you can't really go wrong with it.
People love it.
And then you get paid.
Yeah.
So, like,
because like that's a pretty impressive thing to be top of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah, I think so.
Mate, do you know how
fucking hell.
mad that is? You know, like Will Smith and all that have been on there at some point. That's
that
just
right?
pretty cool.
Yeah, but they'll turn
what's
around
Will
and-
Smith
they'll-
gonna say?
But he'll want like $2,000 off you or something like that. I'm like 40 quid.
Don't 40 quid. Fuck it,
Yeah.
I might get myself.
40 quid now. You should have up the price there then.
No, because when I first started doing it, I was like, what do I think this is worth? And even 40 quid, I was like, I think that's pushing it a bit.
Yeah.
Well, it's English
I'll see if I
kids,
get
innit?
away with that. But I just thought if it's two mates going in 20 quid each
Yeah.
for their mate, just say happy birthday.
And
it's basically just a sort of expensive birthday card. It's
A
just better
few
than a
pints
birthday
in
card.
and that 40 quid, you're spending the 40 quid.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's one of those, like a couple drinks in, you go, oh, did
yeah.
you know that
Yeah.
the thing he's got
Yeah.
Cameo? Should we just fucking do it? It'll be a
Yeah.
laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wheel it out.
Yeah.
And then
Damn.
you're at the pub yourself going, oh, fuck it, I'll do this Cameo quickly, 40 quid. Oh, that next round's on me, boys.
Have you ever thought about doing Cameo?
I did
You're
do
on
it
it,
for a
yeah.
bit.
Oh, you have?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, but
what, and then you got
no.
2
Well, no.
minutes,
What
that's
happened
it.
is that so basically, I knew James was on there, and I was like, well, this looks like a good idea. And then I went on it for a bit. Basically, I just worried about them so much that like I'd do like 40.
You okay, mate?
Honestly, Hannah would hear me in there doing cameos, and I'd be doing the same one. I'd be doing like 50 takes of the same one, and she'd be like, "You're not doing any other work. Like you're not." And I'd be like, "Excuse me, I've made £50 this evening." And she'd be like, "Yeah, but you've got like there's like script commissions you're supposed to be doing." And I was like, "Well, no, but what if I'd worry? It made me so fucking anxious. Maybe so like honestly, I can't even. It was. I just got to say hello.
They're like 30, 40 seconds long. Wish like imagine him trying to.
Yeah,
I'd look at them. I honestly
talk for 30 seconds.
But also my eye contact would be all over the fucking place. I'd just be like looking like down there, mumbling, and then I look at it, I'd be like, that just looks like I'm not engaging with them. And then I'd be like,
you'll start mentioning Pompeii.
And then but then I would try and look into the camera, and then I'd be like, that just looks fucking mental because I'm just like that all the time. Basically, I can't calibrate eye contact properly, and it's difficult. Like
there's a sentence. Yeah, there's your title.
Yeah, but I told you about
calibrate eye contact.
But I've told you about I did an audition once where Hannah was like, you've got to make more eye contact with people, and I did this audition, and I came across.
I remember us talking about this.
Genuinely bonkers. Like, I went in. It was to play a policeman, and Hannah was like, at the very least, you just got to try and make eye contact with people. So I went in and I looked at the casting director. As soon as I got in, I was like that, and then he said, "Do you want to take a seat?" And I went. The seat was here. I went. Like that, like sat down in the seat without breaking eye contact, and then I did the whole audition, and it was so weird because Hannah had told me these other things like you're stop smiling nervously all the time and try and keep and I was doing like upward inflection all the time, and she was like, you're supposed to be playing a policeman, so like they don't really do that as much.
It's just you've got no grey area, have you? You've got no grey area. There's no nuance with you. It's
people say
you do something or you don't.
People say to me afterwards, it's just about having common sense, and I think to them, I literally don't know what those words mean.
No.
Because as far as I can tell, common sense means knowing after the event what you should have done. As far as I can tell, it's just hindsight, where it's like if you're in a casino and it's like, should I put it on red or black? And you put it on red and it comes up black. People go, oh, I should have used common sense and put it on red. You're like, that's what common sense feels like to me.
No, that's definitely not it.
But that's what it means. It's only ever used in a context where I've done something where it seemed like
that was right.
totally normal.
Yeah. You've never been in a situation where it's like, oh, I will use some common sense here, and
no, I don't know what that.
If you're on a train and someone a bit odd turns up, and you go, do you know what? I'm gonna move to the next carriage.
No.
That's called common sense, and that's using it in the moment.
Yeah, but I don't know how. If you
don't know what it is,
if you haven't, okay, to be more accurate, I don't have it. And I don't know how to derive it. I don't know what set of principles I get it from. Anyway, this is mental now. But anyway,
I think this is quite normal.
Do you know what I mean? But I think it's like, I don't know. Basically, what I'm saying is like, I like rules, essentially. I think that's to maybe put it in slightly more, language that people actually might use.
You want like a sort of IKEA flat pack set of instructions for life, don't you?
Yeah. Yes.
You just want to go, right, if I do that, then this happens.
Did you get the job as a policeman?
Fuck no. I tell you what.
You would be the audition was Hot Fuzz or something.
I'd be all right, yeah. I would be a terrible.
That's a brilliant fucking show.
Right in that.
Oh my god.
No, genuinely, what happened was that I did such a weird job at the audition that they didn't even say like you failed the audition. They rung up my agent and said, had something happened?
Yeah. You should drop this.
That's genuinely true. They were like, because he was given the affect of the person who came into our audition room was that of somebody who's recently been through quite a major trauma.
Yeah,
that's what they
derived from
meant.
your performance.
So that's weird, isn't it? Yeah. But what was good is that, like, in a way, I got away with it. So like, I fucked it up so much. They were like, well, you haven't failed. It's just it's an emergency.
You've had a bad day.
Ambulance turns up to casting.
To be fair, I remember I auditioned for something once. And it was something that I probably should have done in the end. It ended up being quite big. But I read it and I was like, this is rubbish. And I auditioned for it and I was so like, we're the same, aren't we, really? Like us and the boys.
Yeah.
We don't like doing stuff. We don't really like doing stuff.
Yeah.
We did the Inbetweeners and everyone's like, well, we haven't done anything since the Inbetweeners. And it's like, well, it's not because anyone didn't want us to do stuff.
We liked the
9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
It was just like, we were just like, oh, this is rubbish.
And it was also such the extent to which we were kind of indulged on the Inbetweeners. Like, the Inbetweeners was such a sort of perfect job. It was just this like these two people had written these scripts that were sort of funny. Really funny, but we kind of could just be our sort of
selves.
Be ourselves. It was as though they'd kind of put us with some other people who they'd chosen primarily so that we would get on with them. Like it was it did feel like they would put a band together, basically. Like, it was like, these guys all like each other. Literally, that's by far the most important thing. We'll write some jokes for them, and also we won't tell them they have to learn their lines, and we'll just kind of sort of make life nice for them. And then that's such a high bar. And that's our first thing
anything else you go into, you go, this isn't
it's fun. I was going to say, like, coming off a high like that, especially when it comes to acting, you literally just had the most fun ever. Everything from there is just going to be like...
It's hard. I was doing the Inbetweeners. It was while I was doing the Inbetweeners. I don't want to say what I auditioned for.
Okay, first.
But I turned up, and the casting director, who was this lady, who's famously angry. Like, she's known in the industry, like, she doesn't take any shit.
What's she angry about?
I don't know. She's just
the last person that walked in had a dis.
I didn't want to be there, and I got the script, and I was just like, do you know, and I'd already said to my agent, like, about 5 times, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. And then sometimes you do go, well, I'll chuck you a bone. I'll go for this audition, but I'll do a bad audition, and that'll be it. And I turned up for this. I got the script and I read it, and I was like, fucking hell. Like, and I was young at the time. I was doing the Inbetweeners, so I was genuinely a youth. And I was looking at the lines. I was like, fucking kids don't talk like this. Like, what? This is... Oh, anyway, I'll go along to the audition. What I forgot was that whenever you get a script, inevitably they always ask you, what do you think of the script? And usually I come, even if I don't like the script, I'll come up with something to be polite, and I'll be like, well, I really like the character. I really like that the character does this and da-da-da. And this time, because I'd put so little effort into this audition, I didn't think about it for a single second. Sat down, the first thing they said was, what do you think about the script? And I just went, oh no, I forgot to come up with an answer for this. So I just went, I think it's shit. Like, I'm going to be honest. I like the language used. It's not very natural, and I just don't like. I can tell that this is an adult writing for kids, and it's not like I don't really dig it. And this casting director was like, I could see steam coming out of her ears. She was absolutely furious. So I did the lines, and I went, anyway, see you later. I'm off. Bosh. Got a phone call from my agent 20 minutes later. She was like, what did you do in that audition? I was like, oh, it was a bit of a mess, to be honest with you. I dropped the bollock on that one. And she went, what are you talking about? I was like, they fucking loved you. Oh. They absolutely loved you. They thought you were absolutely brilliant. And I had to go back and audition again.
Oh, no way.
I ended up getting offered the part, and I said no to the part. So
now it just looks like you rocked up just to shit on the script.
But what I think had happened was because the character I was playing was quite surly and miserable anyway.
Yeah.
And I think they'd gone... Using character.
Method acting.
Oh, really? You fucking ate life.
Did you see what he was doing then? he's just like, he came in, he had the attitude, he had that sort of his demeanour, like he didn't even want to be here, that sort of thing. We got to get him. Like, I auditioned again and then eventually got the part, and then I said no. So I can imagine the other people on the other side were like, oh no, he wasn't in character. he just thought it was shit.
Oh my God. You're like Jared
anyway, that thing did end up being quite successful, and a load of people have got really great careers off the back of it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
You're going to have to tell me off camera. I need to know which one it is. That sounds unreal. How did you find going to audition, particularly post Inbetweeners? Because, you know, obviously everybody knows you guys from there. Did you find it was hard to get out of that groove, or did you find actually, was it too bad?
I still find it hard to get out of that. I always feel...
Was it typecasting when you...
Yeah, that's it.
Like Daniel Radcliffe and the Harry Potter lot are there, don't they?
Yeah.
And you're in a role for so long.
It's so hard. I think particularly when it's something that comes back and comes back and comes back.
Yeah,
so it's
like
really
timeless stuff, really.
Yeah.
It was too good, unfortunately, Phil.
Well, the thing is, this is the thing, is that like in the long run, it would be crazy to complain about it, because it's what you always want as an actress, to be in something that people...
You can't moan about it, can you? It was just, I think just for us personally, it was weird that it came so early in our lives.
Yeah.
Like from the age of like 4, 5, 6, I just wanted to be in a big sitcom.
Yeah.
And then I left school, and sort of then a couple of years later I did that.
What's the process of actually like getting into a movie or a series like that for like... Do you know what I mean? Because you mentioned that they kind of treated it like a boy band.
Yeah.
It wasn't like there was an X Factor where everyone gave it a go and they're like,
but they did cast the net quite wide. I think because I remember being at the Edinburgh Festival in 2006, and
all my mates that were acting auditioned for it. Every male around our age was read for it.
Yeah, I think there was literally there were like in my memory there were like flyers up around Edinburgh saying like open casting, like
people like Matt Smith like read for it and stuff. Everyone sort of around our age, a couple of years older, a couple of years younger. Everyone auditioned for
and like me and Simon knew each other at the time, Simon Bird, and we both auditioned together, and neither of us got into the pilot, and then they made a pilot that you're in, right? But you played Neil in the pilot.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I played Neil in the pilot. But you were working with Ian and Dave.
We were working with Ian. So basically, me and Simon didn't get into the pilot episode, but Ian and Damon, who are the writers, liked us and kind of as writers, and we wrote for a radio show that they did and stuff. So we kind of knew them. And then during the course of that year, they were making this pilot, and the channel liked it but wanted to recast it. And at that point, Ian and Damon were saying to me and Simon, like, "Oh, it's a shame we've got these 2 parts left, and obviously we'd get you two to do it, but like we've kind of already tried you and sort of said no, so it'd be a bit weird to come back. It'd be a bit like sort of settling for something we've already said we didn't want." And
lovely.
And then in my memory, basically, it got to about 2 weeks before filming, and they just ran out of time, and they were like, "Oh, you two do it then." And it was the least like, so it was
not true.
I don't know. And I suppose, I mean, like, but like it felt.
That's not true. They auditioned everyone, and you and Simon were auditioning as well. And I remember our last audition, because they were already pretty much set on me playing Jay.
Yeah.
And it was then it was literally like down to the last 2 teams. It was like the final, right? And I had read with both of them, and it was me with 3 other boys and me and us. That ended up being the Inbetweeners, and just from me being able to read with both, it was way funnier with all of us. And what was really weird was in the audition, waiting outside. While everything's going on in the audition room or whatever, we were sat on chairs and already just taking the piss out of each other.
So the vibe was already.
We never became friends. We were just plopped in the same room for 30 seconds. It was like, right, we're mates now. Like
it just worked, didn't it?
And they took a Polaroid. You know, like how fucking washed out and weird those pictures can look. Sometimes.
Yeah.
They took a Polaroid of the other 4 boys and us 4 boys, and while they were trying to sort of decide who they were going to go with, what cast they were going to go with, I remember Ian saying that he kept looking at the Polaroids, and he was looking at hours of us 4 together. Yeah. He was like, "It's got to be that one because they're so fucking weird looking."
It was
going on?
As a group of mates, it's all just like.
At that time of life, it was like you've got this hand of cards and you've got, I've got like a load of 2s and 3s.
Yeah.
And then someone comes along and goes, "I really want some 2s and 3s. And you're like, well, there you go.
Yeah.
It was great. It was like, we're unknowns, we look weird. That's exactly what they want.
Yeah.
It was really nice. That doesn't come back very much. That as a
Lightning
kind of
in a bottle, baby.
yeah.
During the first, when you're filming it, and I guess this goes for actually anything that you guys have been part of.
Yeah.
Do you know that it's going to be really good? Like, do you, or do you have to wait until you see the final thing? Like, because that would be.
We didn't know at all.
There's no rules. There's no because you can only go with what you think is funny, because otherwise only good stuff would ever be on television. Only good stuff would be on. If everyone knew like that, there's a formula and you just do this, this, and this. I mean, us 4 boys. If the 4 Inbetweeners got back together and did something different, it would still be us 4. Maybe Ian and Damon wrote it or something like that. But people might go, "Oh, it's not the Inbetweeners. It's not as good as the Inbetweeners."
Yeah.
Like, there's no format, is there? It's just loads of other stuff that goes on, like what the state of the country's like at the moment, and what
Yeah, I can genuinely see that.
All these kind of ingredients.
It's the same.
The Inbetweeners just came along at that time because we all found it funny, and we when we were making the first series, we were saying stuff like, "We find this funny, but we're fucking odd. We got weird sense of humor.
Yeah.
No one's gonna find this funny."
Yeah,
and we were like, "There's like." just before they call action and stuff like that, it's like, this is shit. This is so shit. Like, we were laughing like about how rubbish some
There
stuff
was one time where we were all taking the piss out of the script.
I think so,
and then we
yeah.
realised they could hear us
Yeah,
because we were on our mics and they were over there. And we were like, oh, they're listening.
But you do like that first series, especially when it's like, oh, we're going to dress the boys up in these really sort of weird 70s frilly suits, sort of Dumb and Dumber style suits. And you do go,
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
no one's gonna. And I love how because we did want to capture the, and a lot of people do say, oh, it was what it was like being a kid. Like that's what the experience was like. It's so realistic. It's what it's been like being a kid, and we always felt like that we were the anti-Skins at that time.
Yeah, because Skins was like cool.
Skins was-
Skins was
Skins
so
was
cool
class
and
as well,
sexy and
though.
stuff,
Yeah.
and we were just sort of like, no, this is what.
It's actually like,
This is what really happened.
yeah.
But Neil kept getting so stupid. Like we sort of abandoned. Like there's places where we abandoned that sort of.
He got more and more. He got implausibly stupid.
Yeah.
Didn't he? There's by the Neil at the beginning is like a bit dim, and then by the end he's just muddling up like
Doesn't really
what the difference is between like living and dead.
Yeah.
You're like, well,
Brain rotted to the
yeah,
core.
there's-
Early signs.
yeah. When he says
I-
Simon's moving to Swansea,
but it was
and Neil
funny.
says, "Is it an animal?"
Yeah,
it's
that's right.
quite. It's quite funny.
Stupid.
It's just
So you've got a theory on there about Neil, don't you? What was it? Saw it in the doc. Something about him.
Neil being secretly a genius.
Well, I think he has
He's
got.
definitely not. He's absolutely
Fans
not.
point out he often ends up in the best situations, getting jobs, goals, and avoiding trouble. The theory is Neil is actually.
Well, I would
quite
say the thing
intelligent.
about Neil is that he's a lesson in being yourself. Like the other three of them are all pretending to be things that they're not. So Will is intellectually pompous. Jay is bullshitting about sexual escapades,
He was quite successful, I
and
thought.
Simon. Well,
He said he was.
yeah,
Neil is just him.
yeah.
And
Fuck, man, that's an aura clip.
yeah.
but there's
Neil
a
was
scene.
him.
There's a scene. I think it's in the first film where it doesn't make sense, but in a weird Neil way, it's sort of like, oh right, and like it's Neil and Will talking.
Yeah.
And Will's like panicking about whether a girl's going to like him or
Yeah.
something like that, and
Yeah.
being incredibly neurotic and stuff like that. And Neil says, I stopped worrying about stuff when I realised that God is just dog backwards. And he essentially says, nothing really matters. And you might as well just, just enjoy yourself while you're here. And like he says, you only get one time of doing this. So I'm not going to worry too much. And Will goes,
It's good stuff, you know.
yeah, you're
A lot of the
you're
time-
absolutely right.
A lot of the time at the end of podcasts, we'll do like one inspirational quote, but it turns out Neil might have just been onto that early doors.
Backwards.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
touched me. That's fucking good. I'm gonna.
That'll be
might
the
hear
end
that
of one
one
of our
being
podcasts.
Heard around the studios a couple of times now.
There was a rumor that came around recently about the squad getting back together.
We have to ask.
Getting the band back
We have to
together.
ask, otherwise we would be crucified by
Yeah.
people.
Okay.
No.
What
Yeah.
what is the sitch with that?
Well,
Don't PR answer this, please.
No,
No, just
I mean,
turn your head away for a moment here.
there's no PR. There's no PR answer. We genuinely just know as much as everyone else. We
Now
know,
what? What do you mean?
we know the same story as everyone else. Is that Ian and Damon, who created the Inbetweeners, they've got the rights back to do more stuff with the
okay.
Inbetweeners.
Yeah.
We don't know what that is. Could be for all we know, it could be a cartoon or a musical or something like that. They're just allowed now to
Do
do.
what they want.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, man. I've been getting a bit paranoid about this because I've been like, maybe they're just doing it without me. So,
I mean,
I don't know.
Refreshing the inbox.
I don't know what's going on.
well, yeah.
But no, we're all.
Would you be up for it?
There's, I think, like, there's, for me personally, and here's a non-PR answer for you, right? Here's me just talking to you, just from the heart. I think there's loads of reasons why I'd want to do it, and there's loads of reasons why I wouldn't want to do it. And until something actually comes to me, and it's like, listen, this is what we want to do, then I'll think about it. But I genuinely will think about it. I'll take it really, really seriously, and I'll just weigh up: is there more reasons to do it than there are not to do it, or is it vice versa? But it's exciting that that people still
People are wanting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's amazing that there's. It's really, really nice to feel that there's still like an appetite for it, and like. Yeah, the group is an amazing group of people, and we also have like, we want to do some. If we did something else, we would want it to kind of continue the standard, I suppose. Frankly, like we'd want it to be good. I mean, that's really as much as I suppose that's what we're saying. Really. It needs to be good.
I think if we ended up doing anything, it would be done our way, and it'd be done true to the vibe and the ethos of the Inbetweeners, where everything's on the table to make fun of, to make jokes of, and
because that was one of the big things when the thing was swirling around. It was there like, would something like the Inbetweeners even work in nowadays?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? And then I think that's why some people were like, oh, if they do bring it back, I really hope that they do keep that sort of ethos and the fact that you can make fun of anything.
We would have to.
You'd have to, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, and our whole thing is always that we're just glorified court jesters. Like, we are more than happy of having the joke on us, and whether that's in a really juvenile, disgusting way, that's absolutely fine as long as it makes people laugh.
Yeah.
So if we were to do any more, we definitely wouldn't tone down or
water it down.
Worry about
PG.
because I genuinely don't think I genuinely think people just do want to have a laugh. I think I think when people say, "Oh, do you think a show like the Inbetweeners could be made today?" I'd say yes, and I think it'd be really popular. I think people are probably
asking for it.
I think most people, on the whole, can tell the difference between a joke and someone being serious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get
I hear that.
Fuck it.
Have you guys ever? I mean, you mentioned there in that one audition that you'd had, and that actually went on to be quite successful. Did you have any other moments like that where you were like, this opportunity, like at the time, just seemed completely a bit crap, and then later down the line, you've gone, I've fumbled the fuck out of that.
Well, we spoke about something recently on our podcast. There's an episode that's about to come out about.
I've got this. Yeah. Oh no.
While we were making the Inbetweeners, me and Joe from our different agents both got an email during the day saying, "Can you audition for the Steven Spielberg film Warhorse?" And it's a Spielberg film and stuff, right? And we were like, yeah. Well, and I was talking to Joe. I was like, I've just had this audition. He was like, yeah, I've asked for it too, and we needed to do it on tape. And it wasn't like this was before you had phone cameras and stuff like that. So we borrowed a little digital video tape from the production. And we were making the Inbetweeners, so we were working together during the day, and then we were all in the same hotel in the like we hung out so much, us boys.
Yeah, we were just always together.
We were just always together. We ate together. We worked together. Like we loved being around each other. Slept together. Of course we did.
Yeah.
And showered together.
Yeah, showered together.
And
so not a joke.
So we were like, oh, we'll both help each other out with that audition. But not before we have something to eat and have a few beers and stuff like that.
Dinner first. I mean, come on. Yeah. We're not animals.
So we ended up in one of, was it my room or your room?
In your room. We were like a few pints deep.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, I'll see the audition.
And
what's that Spielberg thing? Yeah, give it here. Give it over here. Right, hold my beer. It was literally hold my beer.
So that was our prep for like this amazing
Massive
opportunity
movie,
to be in a Spielberg film. Like that's the pinnacle. Like if you become an actor, it's like, maybe one day Spielberg, like that's the joke. Spielberg's on the phone.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. He was on the phone. Spielberg's on the phone. He's going, we want you boys to try. We're considering having you in our film. And we go, right, let's get a bit pissed before we do this. and then we did the audition. Joe did his. And then you...
What's so funny is
you didn't like your audition, and he's already like touched on how he has to take about 50 takes to do.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh, you must have.
Yeah.
But this was again, like I say, this is before like we had actual tape. Like we were recording on tape. It wasn't just something that you just have a file and you delete and you just go, right, I'll do another one. And you were like, oh, I didn't like that. And I went, do you want to do it again? And you were like, well, it's there now. That's it. That's the end of it.
I was very
You only get one. So that was Joe's. So Joe knew he'd done a bad audition. I asked him if he wanted to do it again. And he said no. So that was Joe's attitude. And then after a couple of beers, I was like, I've got this really great idea, man. Because it's set during the First World War.
Yep.
And I was like, set the camera up. Like, say this is a bed, right? I was like, set the camera up down here, and I'll use the bed as a trench.
That's fucking
Oh,
insane.
fuck's sake.
I was like up against the trench, and I was like doing these lines, and I was acting with Joe. And then
I was thinking I should have done this.
Pillows
And
as the sandbags.
And then
all sorts.
afterwards, I was like, and then at the end, I'm gonna like crawl over and like crawl out into no man's land. What stupid thing to do?
But that was very, but what's so funny is like
So did that make the final thing?
yeah,
to
that was
go
it.
to-
That was what I sent away. We never heard back, did we?
no, yeah.
Alright, you know, Steven Spielberg is watching this one bloke from England
Yeah.
rolling all over a bed going,
Yeah.
What the
he thinks,
fuck
he
is
thinks
this?
he's in
Yeah.
the wall.
That was it. Blew it, man. That was our big chance for
Yeah.
Spielberg. We'll never hear from him again.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
I don't think the bad idea is bad.
No,
No, I would have appreciated the.
And what's funny because I was filming you, he wanted to crawl out of shot, right? But I was filming, and then so James crawled out of shot, but I just kept following him with the camera. So and then he was just like, "What are you doing? Don't just now you're just filming me crawling over a bed for no reason."
So it just looked like I was crawling over a bed. I wanted Lee to crawl off screen.
Yeah. No, I see the vision.
Yeah. Thank you.
But the
I'm gonna
thing,
nip to the loo. One
Then
sec.
But the thing with-
it fades to black.
Yeah, that
And
sort of
it's
thing.
like all kind of dramatic. And
Yeah.
it's like, you know.
Can I get another beer while we're
yeah.
while we're doing taking a little toilet break?
That's kind of crazy. Well,
Well, anyway, I think I sent that off.
Oh God.
I literally think there might be me and you arguing at the end of my audition.
Oh no.
Me going, Joe, why have you done that?
I think I do. Yeah.
could you just re-shot it?
Yeah. I should.
Probably, but it was slightly more complicated because you'd have to rewind the tape.
Yeah.
And then
When was this tonight?
And also, but what's so?
No phone camera. When was this?
2007. So when did Warhorse come
When
out?
Halo 3 came out.
It would have been a couple of years before Warhorse came out. I'd have thought.
But I think,
actually think
but
I've
what's,
seen it.
but I tell you what was weird about that audition is that I didn't do mine again, even though it wasn't very good. But that kind of was a result of being in the Inbetweeners because it was like the Inbetweeners felt like they've seen what we're like. It's like warts and all. That's what we're like, and they've put us in it. So in a sense, I was like, well, that's what I'm like. So like, if you don't, this is genuinely mental. But honestly, what I was thinking was, I'm not going to pretend to be someone I'm not in an audition.
Just would have loved to.
The one thing you've got
That's
to do.
me, man. I'm not going to pretend to be some totally different person.
You've always been true to
What, so
yourself.
you just, I'm, you know what, I'm not going to act.
I'm not going to act. Yeah, I was honestly, yeah. I'm
Spielberg
genuinely,
got
I was like, I'm not doing so. I'm not going to make out like I'm some fucking army officer or something. Like, I'm.
Right, you've got, you've got a license
Joe
to kill.
Thomas.
We need you to, and you're at the window, and we need you to assassinate. Well, I wouldn't assassinate.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't, and also that's not my name,
What,
so I don't know. I
you
just
get an
don't.
audition- what, getting a script for it is for, oh,
And I
you're
wouldn't
going
wear
to
these
James
clothes.
Bond. What are you going to do?
I just don't. There is just something about if you've done a lot of comedy, it doesn't really occur to you that you should have to play characters. I did a thing. I had a meeting with a casting
It's
director.
gone crazy.
I had a meeting with a casting director at my agents about doing rom-coms, and there was a guy in it. And the casting director said, "Why do you think he's trying to be funny at this point?" And I literally didn't understand the question. I was like, because that's the meaning of life. That's what you should be doing all the time. At every moment is trying to be funny. And the idea that it played some role in a broader spectrum of kind of approaches to life literally hadn't occurred to me. So that's my thing with rom-coms. I'm like, why aren't they just trying to be? Why are they doing the? In a way, why are they doing the rom? Why are they doing the plot? Like I don't understand. Why are you fucking up the comedy? Why are you all you're doing is getting in the way of?
You're good at rom-com. You've got like a bumbling sort of.
Yeah, it's quite
Grant
cute.
thing about you.
Hugh
Yeah,
energy.
I know.
I could see girls liking it.
I'd
Yeah.
argue that the Inbetweeners are rom-coms.
Well, I kept saying. I mean, in a
Why
in a,
did they get a laugh?
Well, this is a bit of a swerve, but actually, I do remember when we were making the first film. The only other TV show that had really made a film was Sex and the City, and I was that was my reference point. So in interviews, I was like, "Well, you know, Sex and the City, it's like that," and then I'd try and move on, and you'd be like, "Well, no, hang on, it's not. No, don't. It's not like that." But in a sense, I mean, I suppose. I guess in their own way they're wrong. I mean, I suppose, yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, with films you can't. It's very if you try and do just a pure comedy film. Actually, so I'm contradicting myself here. You do end up with no plot. Like I mean, like a film like Airplane, right, is incredibly funny, but you're like, it feels like a big sketch.
They need to land the plane.
Yeah, I can't.
There's a big old plot in Airplane.
I suppose
It's literally
so.
called Airplane.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah, airplot. But I mean, but I don't know why I've said that. I think that sense of like, well, you're kind of. I do think there's a difference between comedy acting and acting, and I think it's to do with the amount of oneself that you put into it. You kind of put yourself in. You kind of you don't. If there's something that's funny that you can do. I think basically you do it. I think it's like you don't really go, oh, would the character do this? I don't know. I mean, maybe that's totally crass, but it feels a bit like that's why maybe comedy characters kind of live with you a bit
I
more.
hear it.
Wind
though.
this one up.
Yeah, okay. We'd get the beer out or something. So yeah. But
on the tea,
anyway, I
really,
assume that.
No, I was getting
Believe it
You know
or
what I
not. He's
Yeah.
the one on the tea and we're the one on the beers.
Well, no, but I mean,
I would love
we
to
spiked
see
the
you on
tea.
a beer though.
it'd just be even slower. It'd just be like there.
More detail.
I remember going out drinking with my friend when I was at university, and I embarked on this massive monologue at the end of the night, and he was sat next to me. And by the time I finished my monologue,
Yeah.
I looked over,
We are the same.
and he was not only asleep, but had obviously been asleep for quite some time. He was in like REM sleep, like it was. Because I hadn't checked in, because also I hadn't looked at him for about 20 minutes. So I was just walking. I was looking over here, being like, "He's wrapped," and so he was like, "Oh no, he's not wrapped."
I can't find it, but I had a note on my phone
Yeah,
from 2010
right.
where I think we were making this the first Inbetweeners.
Yeah, this is when we.
And we drank so much during that first.
Yeah.
I think we drank a lot during the second as well.
Yeah. Oh, but the first one, there was a bar that we used to go to that looked like a kind of ancient Roman boudoir. It had loads of fruit. It had fruit everywhere. It was like columns. It had like piles of fruit. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
No.
I was
Anyway,
I was concentrating on something else. But I had a note on my phone from 2010. It was like January 2010 or something
Yeah.
like that, where we were obviously drunk, and it was like Joe and James TV show idea, and it was like Joe tries to teach James about history.
Good idea.
I still think it's a good idea.
Good idea.
That's actually...
That should have been the podcast.
That should have been the pod. How the fuck did you end up on facts?
Joe's got a degree in history. Joe's got a degree.
I've got a degree in
from
history.
Cambridge in history.
I have.
Wow, from
Yeah.
Cambridge.
I want to
Yeah.
ask for a fact, but is it going to take? How long is it going to take?
No, I can't ask fact. Well, no. What facts have we? What have we had? What have we had recently?
Some
This is my
We did
problem
a-
with knowledge, right? It's not really knowledge if you forget it instantly.
Yeah.
No, but sometimes
do.
when
Well,
it's
like,
mine's clearly an encyclopedia, he's got to get through the chapters to get to the bit that he wants.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Give him a minute.
Smart is just remembering better
It's remembering
than other
stuff. Yeah,
people.
that is what,
like, because
that's-
you're
that's
just
what being
remembering
smart
better
is.
than us.
Yeah.
And then I would argue that actually the fact that you lack,
Yeah.
common sense,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the most important type of intelligence.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what it is, so I hope it's not. But I think I suppose common sense is a term that I feel is doing a lot of heavy lifting, and there's a lot.
I
of,
don't have it, mate.
in a sense, it's a bit like if you were trying to say, like, why did the Inbetweeners work, and you were literally saying maybe they were even sort of, where society was at that point, and there's all this nuance, there's all this difficult nuance, like that's all in there somewhere, but it's hard to draw it out, and that's to me is what the word common sense means as well.
Comedy
Is
was
like
so huge when the Inbetweeners.
yeah, it was yeah.
Who was the biggest
big.
comedian at that
It would
time?
have been Jimmy.
Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr.
Yeah, and like Gervais.
Jimmy, but
Yeah.
Gervais was
Was it too soon for Michael McIntyre then?
no,
he was there.
Was
McIntyre
about
wouldn't be big.
what's his name from Bolton? What's his name?
Yeah,
Peter Kay.
Yeah.
Like there was Phoenix Night, but then there was also a load of people just coming in, like Mighty Boosh and Richard Alwardy and all that mob.
Yeah.
And they all knew each other, and it was a real sort of exciting. We were never a part of that.
No.
But it was just a really exciting time to be involved in comedy.
There was a bit where me and I lived with Simon Bird and Richard Ayoade. We thought we kept seeing it. I think he'd bought the house over the road basically, and we used to stand in our room like trying to see.
There he is.
trying to see where Simon, he's going downstairs. Simon, he's going downstairs. He's going downstairs. He's going into the kitchen. He's putting the kettle on. But so we were kind of in awe of them really. There was Peep Show as well, wasn't there? I mean, that was going on.
Of course.
And I mean, what was amazing is that the writers of the Inbetweeners, they knew these people. Like I remember the first when me and Simon had auditioned for the pilot and not got in, but were kind of working for Ian and Damon. We worked on a radio show that they were writing, and they had Gervais on as the guest. And I remember I kept like the call sheet because my name was next to his, which was
That's cool.
That is sick.
quite romantic.
Gervais
That's iconic.
used to manage a band of that my mate was in.
Really?
Yeah,
Mhm.
used to manage their band.
Really? Like that's
What
the
was,
roguest.
He used to, but Gervais, from what I know, that he loves music. He wanted to be a pop star himself.
Yeah, and I always think that the issue with the kind of like, was it On the Road, the film?
Yeah.
Like those songs that. I just think they're quite good songs.
It's not funny.
It's not funny. Their songs are too good.
Yeah.
Like you're like, yeah, this is just a well-constructed pop song.
Yeah.
So if that band went and started went and started playing those songs in a pub,
You'd be like,
all that would happen is that people are like, oh, this is good. Yeah, there'd be people
He's quite
dancing.
good,
Like
isn't it?
it'd just be like it. They're not.
Do you remember Bo Burnham?
Yeah.
Bo Burnham,
Yeah.
he had a similar sort of thing.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he would make these comedy songs,
Yeah.
but they were actually just great songs.
Yeah, I know. That's
and
the
on
thing, yeah.
Spotify, like they've just run up some pretty crazy numbers.
Yeah,
and you're
yeah,
like, valid.
yeah. No, I think that's always the thing. To be good enough at music to do a comedy song, you're just good at music, so you just kind of can't.
Well, the Concords are like that, aren't they?
Yes, yeah,
Brett
yeah,
McKenzie.
yeah.
Did you have a favorite show growing up while you were filming
Loads,
anything that you
man.
took inspiration from?
Loads.
I mean-
always obsessed with The Young Ones and Blackadder.
Blackadder was a
And,
classic.
Yeah.
Partridge, and even things like, so when I was at school, late 90s, early 2000s, you had the 11 o'clock show, you had TFI Friday, you had the Adam and Joe show, Bo Selector. It was all this sort of really grown up, naughty.
Yeah.
You know, I was like 11, 12, 13.
Yeah.
And I'd watch it and I'd be like, fucking hell, this is really rock and roll and really subversive.
Yeah, it did feel rock and roll. That is that's a good word for it.
I cannot wait to be a part of this. This is what I want to do in my life. I want to be making people laugh and being really naughty and saying things that you maybe shouldn't say and all that sort of stuff. And it was, you know, unfortunately, apart from the Inbetweeners, by the time I did get to an age where I was an adult, there wasn't that.
It didn't exist.
It didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone had to behave themselves, and it's a shame.
I think
You should be allowed to have fun and to, you know.
Have you ever tried writing your own thing and taking the ideas and putting them on paper?
I've written stuff, but I've not done anything with it. I've not really done anything with it. You were writing before the Inbetweeners.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose when me and Simon were cast together, at that point we were writing stuff, trying to get like treatments away and stuff, and we have done some writing together. I mean, I think what was genuinely quite humbling was that we'd kind of thought of ourselves as writers, and then actually
You wrote an episode of White Gold, or two.
Yeah, I think I wrote a couple of episodes of White Gold. And obviously me and Simon did a show together that was Chickens that we did a series of. I mean,
absolutely brilliant.
I think what was weird was that
so funny.
I think
No one knows about it.
Yeah.
No one knows about it.
I mean, I think it's a good problem to have, obviously, but I think what happened is that the Inbetweeners was so brilliant and so like fantastically written, and Ian Damon are such good writers. I mean, like, and also in the least showy way. Like, the thing I like most about them is they don't advertise their intelligence. There's no. Like there's no, well, this is funny, but also check out the fact that we know what's in the news and we know what's in the literary canon. Like there's none of that. It's just like it's good, solid, character-driven comedy. It's the hardest thing to do.
I've always argued that is the hardest thing to do, and that even though the Inbetweeners is very popular and it's just sort of stupid boys throwing up over each other or something like that, right? I think that it's in a lot of ways that sometimes it doesn't get the respect that I think it deserves, because our ethos and our mentality was that something funny has to happen every 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's just
the TikTok method before it was TikTok.
Even if it's just a giggle or something like that. And like, if you think the Inbetweeners is stupid or you're above it and, or it's not intelligent enough, you try and come up with something that is good.
Well, no one has really.
The whole thing was just about making people laugh. That's all we cared about. A lot of times it's like, well, this doesn't really make sense, does it? Yeah, but it's funny, so we'll go with funny. Like, it was always, we'll go with funny, even if it doesn't make sense, even if it doesn't really work. It's just like, but it will make people laugh. And then you get to a point where we're in now, where it's like, oh, I've written a comedy. It's about a serial killer.
Am I right in saying, I could be tripping in, I might be thinking of Shameless, did they try and take Inbetweeners over to America?
They did.
They
yeah.
did.
They did, yeah.
Yes,
they
I
did
did
take it over to America.
Oh my God,
did it
I
actually-
saw this.
Oh yeah.
See, the thing is, though,
yeah.
in between such
It's British,
obviously
isn't
it's
it?
English, yeah, but with Shameless, right? Obviously, same vibe. It's not quite that
yes,
kind of
same,
stuff,
yeah.
but it's English humour, and it,
remember
it's
this.
set in Manchester council estates. You can't really replicate it, but they did actually pull off Shameless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen the Inbetweeners American version.
And the
Did it work?
Office as well. No, it didn't
Yeah,
work.
Office went the other way.
There we are.
The problem with this,
Here we are.
yeah.
Fucking hell,
Which
lads.
one are you? Are you the?
That's
Did they give him the same
That's
character name?
Simon,
That's
isn't it?
Simon.
that's the Neil. And
That's
the
Neil, and
Jay.
then that's Jay.
that's Jay Zach, who I've met a few times as well.
They made
Like
you,
while I was
they
in
made
America.
you massive.
Wait, by the way, that was
He was a really funny
famous.
guy. The guy who played Jay is like proper funny. Like he's a good laugh.
Oh, really? Okay.
But the problem with this, right? The problem with the Inbetweeners, the American version of the Inbetweeners, was we already felt like the Inbetweeners was a British version of the teen gross out thing that America already does so well. When we were making the first series of the Inbetweeners, a lot of the stuff that we spoke about, which are brilliant films, is the first American Pie film, Superbad.
Iconic, bro.
stuff like that.
Iconic
And we were like,
movies,
and
man.
it was very much like we should do a British story of that. We should do, and so to then go, we're gonna do an American version of a British thing that's an American thing. They already did. They didn't need an American version of the Inbetweeners. They
tell them how to do adolescent comedy.
Yeah.
America already does that better than anyone.
Yeah.
Did it get a season 2?
No.
There's
no,
way.
no.
Mate, the clips of this was.
But also, you weren't
tough.
allowed to swear. You weren't allowed to
What?
because it was
Yeah.
network television. So it was, you're just not allowed to swear in America.
Yeah.
And so,
Well, that kills like
Oh, so
the
it's so
entire-
PG then, is it?
a lot of things was it like Taika Waititi?
Yeah.
But it's so a lot of things like
Yeah.
Look at that. That's the most American screenshot of all time, I
It's-
reckon.
yeah, that is-
Huskies.
bus
Yeah.
wankers turns into
Yeah.
bus turds. Or
Yeah.
something.
I think there's an uncompromising quality to the language in the Inbetweeners. I think that once you start to say, well, we'd really like to say that, but obviously not that. We have to do. You're like, well, this fucked. You wouldn't forget it then. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? It's like it's that. It is. I think there are quite a lot of the jokes in the Inbetweeners. I'm like, it's that or nothing. Like that's the joke.
we
like
either do
you
it or we
can't.
don't.
Like, yeah. And I think that
But
it's.
yeah, this is the whole bunked off episode. Really,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I mean, like it's. I think that if
But they're all too. They're all like.
He looks too cool, I
They're
think.
too good looking. That's what you like to say.
Way
Do you
too
know what I
cool.
mean?
Like he needs to look like shit.
Right, okay. That's not very kind.
No, but you
No,
know,
no,
like,
no,
you know,
no, but
the
I know,
English
but no, I
group
think-
of lads that play Xbox all day can't look that good and get.
it's back to that Polaroid of it where he saw us and he was
Yeah.
like, they do look weird. Like that's.
And I do
what's-
genuinely-
That's what I meant.
I do.
No, totally, yeah.
No, listen, I don't mind. I don't give a fuck because I do genuinely believe that, like, if you are funny looking, you're already and you're trying to make people laugh, you're already halfway there.
Yeah.
And I know I'm an odd looking guy. Like I know that there's no one else
I
that
won't
looks
comment.
that looks like me. And I've got this unique look. That's putting it politely, right? That's being kind to myself. But if I didn't look like this, like imagine if Jay was like really handsome.
Yeah,
good
it
looking.
just wouldn't work.
He would just be a knob. Like
Yeah.
he just wouldn't be a dickhead.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah.
Right, boys, we've got some bits here to
Yeah.
wrap us up here. It's awkward teenage moments, right? And
Yeah.
we'll just go through them and how you would have dealt with them.
Yeah, yeah.
Which would be quite funny, actually. We usually get these like teenage dilemmas, if you will.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got actually, Chip, you want to read this first one out?
Yeah. Okay.
Go on.
I'm currently in a dilemma with. My mate. How is this written? Am I?
My mate, 3 of my mates. Right, okay. So who
Sorry,
the
I swear. I was
No. In your defense, that makes
Right,
no
I'm
sense.
currently in a dilemma.
With
three of my mates
Yeah.
have made a new group chat without the rest of us thinking we wouldn't find out. But I noticed it when one of them was showing me a photo from that group chat and noticed 3 of us wasn't in it, and explains why they are out all the time without asking the main group chat. Do I bring it up to them? But I feel like it'll be awkward to bring it up and cause an issue, even though I feel left out. First of all, we need to work on the English before we even bring it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you're not in the group chat.
Because no one can read what you're fucking saying.
It's completely ineligible.
Well,
Listen, just
look,
reading that, right? I'm so happy that I'm not at school nowadays and I'm not a kid now.
What with the group chat?
It was
stuff?
my
Snapchat and
school
everything.
life was so fucking simple.
Yeah.
It was so easy. You knew the people that hated you. You stayed away from them because you were going to get beaten up. And you hung out with your mates, and no one texted or called each other because it was pay as you go when I was when I was at school.
Yeah.
You'd spend £10 on a pay as you go card for Orange, and that would be, I don't know, 25 texts.
Yeah, do you remember that?
Yeah.
Like that if
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
lucky.
You could only text your mum, and then your mum goes, "Wait,
Well,
why
no,
you text me?"
because I just used to do 0800 reverse to my mum in the phone box. So you
Fucking hell,
you
it's
call
taking me
0800
back.
You call 0800 reverse,
Yeah.
and you go, "Mum, it's me. Can you call my mobile? I don't have any credit." Put it down. 0800 reverse would go, "Mum, it's me. Da, 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 da. Do you want to accept the charges?" Mum would go, "No," and then would phone my mobile and I go, "You're right, Mum. I need to be picked up." Like da, da, da.
The loophole.
Wow,
Yeah.
we are old.
I'll be honest with you, mate. You've been left out of the group chat. I hate to say it to you, but you're not getting in the new group
There's
chat.
a reason you've been left
Like,
out.
there's, yeah, do you know what I mean?
I feel bad though.
I hate to break this to you, but you might need new friends.
I honestly wouldn't worry about it either.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Like,
teenage dilemmas.
yeah.
What are we talking about? How old is this person?
I think we're thinking between 15 and
Yeah.
18 here.
I think.
Right.
I think.
between.
Look,
fucking. Then
if people don't, if
I
people
thought you were
don't,
like 13 or something. Fucking grow up.
if people can do that, then you don't need them as your friends anyway. I mean, that's the answer, isn't it? Like I would.
They're only doing it because they're jealous.
No.
Well, I mean, like
Yeah,
honestly, when I was a kid, my self-esteem was so high that if people didn't want to be my friend, I genuinely felt sorry for them. I was like, that's such a shame because I'm so great, and like it's going to be so much worse that I'm not there. But good luck to you.
The weird thing about me,
Good
right?
fucking ways of
But do you know what I mean? Like I was like, well, that's a shame. You're missing out.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't want to tell you.
Yeah.
Just start switching now.
Trying to
Oh,
enjoy
it's
it
actually
anyway.
fucking your loss, mate.
Yeah.
I
I just,
your
Yeah.
life.
like, because when we used to do the Inbetweeners, we used to talk about like, oh, what's embarrassing things that happen to you? Something that's really quite bad about me is that I'm quite difficult to embarrass, and that's dangerous.
That's a superpower,
It
though.
goes so
when you
far.
live like that. What's the Bond film where Robert Carlyle's in it and he got shot in the head and he's got no.
Oh right, yeah.
He can't feel pain.
Yeah,
That's what I'm like with embarrassment.
yeah.
So I'm sort of fucking ruthless. Like,
Yeah.
like I don't really get embarrassed. And when I was at school, so like 2000, like the Jackass came out and all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
it was just, my whole culture was how stupid and idiotic and how embarrassing can you be?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a bit of a superpower, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
And that's why like I loved playing Jay, like because I was
Yeah.
just like I never once thought, because I've had loads of people go, how did you say those things? Like a thing that I always like to bring up is the one when you were on a boat, that whole
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
And I'm looking for the old lady that gives blowjobs, right?
As you would.
But the thing about that is that on TV, that's funny. And you go, oh, God, that's outrageous that he's going up to an old woman and go, oh, you were the old lady that gives blowjobs.
Yeah.
In reality, what actually happened was there was cameras there and everything.
Yeah.
And I was stood there and there was an old woman stood in front of me. And I'm going to her, are you the old lady that gives blowjobs? Right? And if I'd have thought for a second, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't have been able to have done that convincingly on camera.
Yeah.
Whereas I just go, this is fucking funny, man.
Yeah.
People are going to really dig this. This is like,
Yeah.
people are going to get a kick out of this.
Yeah.
So like teenage dilemmas, I never really had dilemmas when I was a teenager. I never had those sort of awkward.
Even when you're
I lent into
Right.
into sort of awkwardness and
Yeah.
embarrassment and just being like, fucking hell, just need to do that. Fuck me.
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
yeah.
Yeah, it was just quite nice to have a bit of attention as a teenager. For whatever reason, you were like, well, at least people are looking at me.
But I wouldn't worry about group chats and stuff like that. Honestly,
That's honestly, yeah.
It's just not that deep.
Yeah.
It might seem like a big thing.
Yeah.
but it's really not.
Thank God it's dog backwards now.
Absolutely.
That's the one, boys.
exactly.
Would one of you guys mind reading out the next one there in the middle?
Alright, go on.
I'll do it, shall I?
Right, yep.
I've been flirting with my crush and sending your smoothest
These fucking
messages.
guys.
Yours, yeah, surely.
My
Mine,
Probably
right.
my.
I've been flirting with my crush and sending my smoothest messages. Then I find out her mates have screenshots of the convo and are rating my game in their group chat. I still really like this girl, but knowing that's what her friends are like, is it worth pursuing?
Of course, mate. What the fuck?
Make it
Who
even
cares?
worse.
I mean,
Make it even worse.
First of all, they're just having that's what girls do. Like I'm
Yeah.
married.
yeah.
And I know, like, I've got pals Like I've got friends that are married friends, so my wife's like friends with the wife, and I'm friends with the bloke. And I know for a fact when the wives meet up that it's talking about the stuff that me and like my mates done. Like girls do that.
People are going to talk about you behind your back. You just have to accept
worry about
it.
that too much.
That's what people do.
I would just say this though: careful of screenshots.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Don't whack the chopper.
Careful of receipts.
Yeah.
You want to be able to tell someone, prove it.
I think if she's sharing,
I'm going to call her up to say this.
If she's sharing the text with her friends, I do feel that's just kind of that's just how female friendships operate. They
always do that, right?
They always do that, and it just
kids have got chat.
It probably means that she's taking it
now as well.
Yeah.
Just use that. Get on chat. Get on AI.
Use AI, and then when you have to not use AI, it'll be a completely different person. So that's a good idea. If anything, I think it means that she's taking. She's just doing a due diligence. It's all right. It's what's going to happen. Like if you're applying for a job, if you're applying for a job, you need to accept that she's going to ask other people whose opinion she respects. Like that's I would say. Don't worry about it.
What you should do is start rating your messages before the group of the girls can rate them.
Oh, that's smart.
So just write something, and then just at the bottom, with no context at all whatsoever, just write your things. So like, oh, hey babe, I'm thinking about doing this. Would you do? I don't know how kids talk. I don't know. I don't have to talk to women.
Hey sugar.
Hey honey. Right?
Dial me up anytime.
And then just put. Then get back to me when you can. Is that what they say?
Yeah, they say
they say yours sincerely.
They say yours sincerely, and then they put their address at the top. And then they put your address.
But then when you get to the end of your message, just put 6-10.
Yeah, what if you accidentally send it?
No, but you send it. Like, start rating your messages, and then go. Yeah, no, that last one wasn't as good. It's not. I'll be honest with you. It wasn't a 10.
Play into it.
Yeah.
That's it. All right.
Until she thinks you're calling her a 6 out of 10.
Oh my god!
Wait, I'm a what?
No, I'm with a 6 out of 10. That's above average. If 5's the baseline,
exactly. It means you're better than 5.
6 is a
5 and above. You're fine.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, would you mind doing the last one here?
Absolutely. My mates and I planned a trip for ages. Everyone was excited, but one mate said they couldn't afford it, so we agreed to do something cheaper instead. A few weeks later, they post on Instagram on holiday with a different group. Should I confront them for lying or just laugh it off and never plan with them again? Both pretty like bracing.
Yeah. Pretty terrible solutions.
So either call them a liar or never speak to them again.
Yeah.
Or is there another option?
No, you did. No, I think there's the last one.
I think so. It seemed laugh it off. And
it's a dick move. It's a dick move from you.
Okay, it is. Yeah. So basically, they've already spent their main bit of money on a better holiday, and they're trying to budget. Okay,
and now everyone's changed their plans.
You know what? Everyone's changed. Yeah. You know what? I was being flippant about this.
Never invite them to shit again.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
And when they ask you, just like, well, you fucking went on that.
Where's your other friends?
Yeah.
So they all did.
The other mates. I thought you had the other mates.
They all did something cheap instead. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get behind that.
So broadly option B.
Wait, boys, the bottom here.
No, we got to see what this last thing is here. Joe Thomas looking sad on the tube.
Oh God, yeah, this is. I know.
Oh wait, you're actually kind of like farming.
Oh wait, hold on. These are 4 separate photos.
Look at those thighs.
Yeah, I tell you what. Again, thighs. I'd love to have that body now.
You look really nice in that green jumper.
Thank you very much. Cheers. That's the.
You love a Beats over there.
I was gonna say that those headphones. I wanted them for Christmas for years.
Tell you what, they get radio static interference from, and so actually you'll be listening to a song. It'll go, so I would say I'm going to have to say a significant design flaw. But well done anyway on the headphones. Yeah. But that is a really big design flaw. Because there's lots of phone signals in the air. I don't know what people
get it.
I'm amazed that it's not okay. All right.
No, keep going.
Okay, right.
If you have to explain a joke. It's not funny.
But I don't. It's not really a.
It wasn't a joke.
It was I understand where you're coming from.
It's a funny observation. The joke, about the Beats headphones.
The joke is the price point, given that they get that level of. Okay. That's my T-shirt from my school production of Lord of the Flies.
Which one? The green one
in 1997. Yeah. And do you want to know who I played in Lord of the Flies?
I don't know Lord of the Flies.
Oh, you played.
Never read the book or whatever.
Well, the I played Simon. Obviously, I'm always Simon.
Oh,
Basically, whatever I do.
You're obsessed with Lord of the Flies. I remember when we were doing.
By the way,
Yeah, I wanted to get a
that
conch.
was just iconic at school, though.
Yeah,
I know,
Lord of
with
the
the
Flies.
conch.
It was amazing, brilliant. Yeah, so good.
I don't know anything about Lord of the Flies.
amazing.
But
Yeah.
just hanging out with him, he would just randomly say, "Kill the pig, spill your blood."
Well, yeah, no. That's written on my T-shirt.
Oh, it is.
But yeah,
Bottom left, you're going for it. Either that or you've got really...
No, or he just knew there was a photo taken. He's like, let me, because that's your best photo out of the four. There.
Yeah, you're looking like...
bottom left. Oh,
It's like Anakin before he changes over, like proper serious, like Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
No.
but the thing is, this isn't me looking
face.
sad.
Yeah.
This is just what my face looks like. I don't know what is it. What are we supposed to look like? I don't. I would say that's a fairly
I think
neutral.
you're just thinking.
I'm thinking, right?
Bottom right.
Bottom right is,
Can I
yeah.
just say about bottom right? I've been there.
Yeah,
Do you want me to tell you this? Because you know that fucking person's taking a photo.
it's true.
And you're just there like, I don't know whether to give you the sarcastic smile or to just sit here and be furious.
Somebody said to me that a girl had said to them, "That's the face I make when I know someone's looking at me on the tube." So yes, you know what I
I
mean.
mean, that is
It's like-
classic though. So when you're sat bottom right, Joe, when you're sat across from someone,
Yeah.
taking a picture, like this is classic. So they're taking a picture of Joe. Joe can see in the window behind the person taking the picture
Yeah.
that these cameras up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is just like, I mean, we are like, we'll have a picture with anyone, won't we?
I mean, fuck, it's not as though there's a high bar. Like, if you come over,
Just go.
the answer's yes. Like, don't.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a picture with someone than have someone like
Yeah.
free police.
The worst one when they leave the flash on.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
that is.
quickly go down and
yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, I
just
mean,
all
that
got to
is-
acknowledge it here. And it's
Yeah,
just
that
like,
is-
you do have to sort of go,
oh,
Come on, man.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
bad for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like chucking a little thumbs up.
Yeah.
It's like I know you're
Yeah,
taking the photo.
yeah.
But
But yeah, I would say that's just the appropriate facial expression to have on the tube. It's not as though
Yeah.
everyone else on the tube also looks like that. It's not. I'm not like
just
notable.
expecting too much of you at that point.
They're
Like,
expecting
you
a
know,
lot.
you
They're expecting a lot.
yeah, like, are you supposed to be on the tube like acting all giddy?
Well, I know that's what I mean. What am I supposed to be
Doing
doing?
fucking magic
kind of,
tricks.
yeah, like juggling. So I don't
I think
understand.
you look
But
all right.
well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right, we're going to end it just on this final quiz here. And it is an Inbetweeners Who Said It. We're going to test your knowledge. Now, I'm not going to lie. We've ran this through the office and quite a few people said this might be a bit too easy.
Okay. Well,
But
No, I didn't know the lines.
I think you're a bit.
you might be
I don't
cooked.
think you know as much as
I've got
people think.
I've got a really, really bad memory, and also I couldn't.
You might get some of your own lines.
I didn't learn the lines when we did it the first time round. Like I did.
Yeah. This is,
Right, well, we'll see how you get on here. Right. Stanley's going to read out the lines.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to, he wants a career in acting, so you
jealous.
do have a role going. All right, let's go with it.
Right,
First one.
Number one. I don't think I've ever been on the internet and not ended up having a wank. Who said that?
That was good.
Neil or Jay?
That was like the real thing.
it's either either
It's
Neil or
Neil,
Jay.
Jay, or Simon.
Right.
Yeah.
Narrowed
I don't
it
think
down.
I've ever, it's Neil, I think. I remember that. He says, we'll be on the internet looking at the answers to the
Is it
exam.
not Jay?
And then having
That
a wank.
feels like a J one.
I feel like
Oh,
that's a
maybe,
Jay.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause-
But I think you said that, but I think then Neil says, and then having a wank. It would be Neil with his kind of like Detective Neil thing.
Right.
Well,
So have we got an answer?
I think
We
it's
go
I
Neil.
think it's Neil in his kind of simples mode.
Go with
like
Neil.
simples.
Go Neil.
Go on the internet, you have a wank. Simples.
That would be absolutely correct.
yes.
There we go.
There you go.
Well in.
There you go.
It's almost like you're in the show.
Yeah.
Number two.
Number two. His mum still buys his trousers. 16.
Will.
Yeah.
All day
No
long.
questions asked.
Yeah.
All day long.
Correct.
I
Two
was
for
like
two,
that.
gents.
Right.
Let's go for number three.
See, the third one you've sort of
Yeah.
already
Well,
done
how bad
here.
is your memory though? You might already have. We have covered this.
There we go.
but-
Yeah, go
stopped
on.
believing in God when I just found it was dog spelt backwards.
Neil.
There
Neil.
we go.
There we go. All right, 3 for 3. And number 4.
Spread them. I'll be there in half an hour.
Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, this might be a bit too
Clearly.
easy.
No, I told you this might be a bit too
yeah.
So what,
easy.
you
Well,
remember
hang
that
on.
one?
All right, number 5.
I know better than anyone that my penis isn't working.
That's Simon in the
Oh, is that?
Oh, when he starts slapping his cock.
big.
yeah, get big you ugly.
What a
Yeah, that's what that
weird
is.
What
Was that the one where he's slapping the meat?
Yeah, yeah.
I loved that one.
Why won't
Yeah.
you get big?
Get big.
Yeah.
You say, and you. I don't know if you have to bleep this or whatever, but isn't the line "get big"? You.
He says, please. He says, please get big, you ugly. talking to his
Talking
penis.
to his own cock like that.
Peace.
Yeah.
All right, 5 for 5. Let's
Yeah,
go number
there
6.
we go.
Let's see if we can
We've all
catch him out one.
I think looking at your cock is a bit gay.
Will.
I think it's Simon, because isn't it when Will they put the hair removal cream on and then he wants Simon to check out.
What?
Do you you've got no memory of this?
No.
I suppose it's not your.
They put hair removal cream on.
Yeah, you and I just know Jay does it. Yeah.
What series is that?
Series 3. It's when he's the old people's home episode, and then he puts a wig down his pants and
I do know.
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and I think
I do know.
He
that.
says to Simon, "Please, can you just check out? I've got nothing down there." I think it's.
So who are we going for?
I think it's Simon.
Correct. 6 for 6.
Okay.
Final 2 here.
Final 2.
Oh.
There is nothing funny about testicles, Cooper, as you will discover tomorrow in my office.
It's Gilbert.
That's Gilbert.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
Mr.
Good
G.
Good Gilbert stuff.
Lucky bloke.
Last one to go 100%. 8 for 8.
That's what you get for leaning on pedos, you slut.
Jay. That was me. I said that.
That's
didn't I?
Jay. Yeah.
And the only reason I remember that is because it's the scene where we're in the bunk beds, right?
That's right. It's a really good scene.
And I just remember that being one of the very many scenes where we were mucking about. And have you heard the phrase "time is money"?
Yeah, of course.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that is like
Worried if I hadn't.
that is so like television, especially in films and stuff.
Yeah.
Like nothing
Yeah.
makes more sense than that phrase.
Yep.
And we spent so much time fucking around that we were like constantly getting to. I think there's like outtakes on like when you could get the DVDs of the Inbetweeners and stuff.
Yeah.
He's constantly just like, right, guys, come on now, like, focus. Like we're constantly getting told.
I know, and they're like, the crew are going to walk off. The crew are leaving at 7. The crew are leaving. We can't afford to pay them.
I remember that was one of those days where it was just the 4 of us in a room, basically, and especially when it was in a tight room, because apart from the bloke holding the camera and bloke holding the microphone, everyone else had to be like in a different room and watch everything on
So
the
you
screen.
can fuck around a bit more.
Yeah.
So no one could get to us. And it was like the one where we're in the toilet. And,
That one.
and
Yeah, I remember
birds
that.
going,
Yeah.
what is happening?
Yeah.
That took so many
that was
takes
amazing.
of just Simon Bird opening the toilet door. I don't know what episode or whatever was going on about.
It's the one where we've touched on it already. It's one where Simon's getting wanked off.
Getting wanked off. Right, but it was just, again, that could be
Of course.
an episode.
Again, not to
But like that whole scene took forever and ever, and they were just like, we are running out of time.
I remember and Ben, the director was called Ben Palmer, who's just like this incredibly nice, and basically his job was just to kind of treat us like little babies, essentially, and make sure that we were feeling okay.
Like the inevitable
and this was
logic.
almost the only time that he'd been like, lads, it'd just be really great if we could just try and get this, because like we're so up
we
against
are running
it.
out of time. Like the inevitable logic is like we will be dead.
Yeah.
Like if you don't get this, if you don't get this done, like
or at the very least, like the show won't finish. Like we'll lose the location
doing this will be the rest of our lives forever. So can you just fucking get on with what you're supposed to do?
But I remember that he came over and tried to give us this, like, lads, it'd just be really great if you could just try and do it. Like almost the only time he'd ever really intervened. And then he went away and we were like, fuck you, Ben.
Try and make me feel sorry for
it was awful.
That's so nicely here, Annie.
That's not how you get to us.
Yeah.
I'm just like, listen, guys, honestly, look, I'm my kids, my wife, I need to get this.
we don't fucking care.
Yeah.
But that was a good episode. What I really love about that episode about Pedo Kennedy is that like, you know when you're at school and it's like, I've heard that teacher's a paedophile.
Yeah.
They're obviously
Every teacher.
not.
Always
They're
one.
obviously not. It's just a stupid rumour that goes through school and da-da-da. In our version, he was. Yeah. Like he was. So I remember going to him, I was going, so where is the joke? Because we're going, oh, it's Pedo Kennedy. And it's like, oh, that's just our kids talk. And, you know, they're not really paedophiles and stuff. But then he is like stroking Neil's legs. He wants a massage and stuff. And like, so where's the joke? Like,
No, it's true, isn't it? Yeah, he's just a functioning paedophile.
And like Gilbert goes like, what's
Gilbert says, "Not now, John."
Oh yeah, he takes him away.
Now, John.
Takes him
Not now,
away.
John.
He drinks. Come on, let's have a massage. Like, not now.
Not now, John.
That's
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Maybe another night, mate.
yeah. I know.
boys.
And not now is not dealing with it adequately.
Ideal language.
Not specifically now, but
Maybe later, mate.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
Look, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on today. Really appreciate it. How long have we been going for, Stan?
We've been going 1 hour 40.
Amazing,
Yeah.
gents.
That's quite the runtime.
That's impressive.
Yeah, and I think
yes, a
you've
lot
done
of
a
it.
good job here today.
Yeah, a
Only
lot
1
of
hour
it
20.
will not be usable.
The 30-minute shoe segment was really teed us up for a great episode.
You don't need to.
There was no intro. It just went into that. It didn't even come down the stairs.
No, they were already. My mum had already let them down the stairs, so that's why they were here.
Oh, okay.
Boys, look, it's an absolute pleasure. Of course, you have your own podcast, Fact Up, where we get a lot more of these incredible monologues.
We do.
Yes, you do.
You want to hear about Pompey? It's over there.
Yeah.
That's it. And whereabouts can they find you? Where can they listen to it?
Just wherever you get your podcast, Spotify, Apple, what's the other ones. That's it. That's all I know.
All
YouTube. Is it on YouTube?
YouTube, of course.
Yeah.
All the major platforms.
Amazing. Well, gents, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on, and I'm so glad we could make this happen.
Thanks so much.
We will see you guys next time. Thank you very much for listening, watching. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe on YouTube, give us a rating of 5 stars on Spotify, and we'll see you on the next episode. Toodles.